Previous lecture we have seen how to install the NumPy library or any library and some basic arrays of NumPy. So here we will see some further features in this library. So let me add some more rows to this array. Let's say I will add one more number to this here as well, and I will add two more or one more row. Let's say 0 comma 8 comma 9 comma 6. Let's say now it is a 3 row and 4 column arrangement. So if I want to know the what is the size of the this matrix, so I can use. So let's say I want to find out the what is the size of this matrix B. So B dot use shape, and it will show you what is the size of matrix, that is a 3 by 4. So nothing but 3 by 4 matrix. And let's say I want to find out the what is a number or element uh, present in a particular location. And let's say if I want to use what is the number which is present at first row and first column. For that I can use, let me show b 0 comma 0, and here so it will show me -3. So it is a first row first column element. So how it is 0 comma 0? In Python, indexing, that is our numbering in terms of array, starts with 0. So basically it is a 0th row, first row, second row in terms of indexing. Actually there are 3 rows, but numbering or indexing in Python starts from 0. And let me show if it is a 1 comma 1, it should give me, let's say 1 comma 1 means this is 0th row with index 1. So it is row with index 1 from this row and column with indexing 1. So it should return me 5. So this is how indexing work in a Python. So remember, uh, whenever you are working with array, you have to be careful with the indexing. And let me show you how can I type some particular array. Let's say, so let it be here 1 comma 1. I will go to the next row, next input cell. So if I want to get only first row, let's say B of first row, that means up to 0, use this symbol and up to 0. So it is now invalid. So up to 1, it will give me first row. Why? Because when I type a 0, it doesn't give me first row. When I type up to 1, that means it does not consider last digit. So up to 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0. So it will return me 0th row. Let's say if I type up to 2, so it will return me row number 0 and row number 1. That is a row with index 0, row with index 1. It does not return me row with index 2, although it is a 2. And let's say if it is 3, so it will give me row with index 2 as well. So basically it is not counting the last digit. So if I want to get particular row, particular column, then how can I do? Let me create one more matrix with higher number of rows and column. So be it here this much. So let's say new array I am creating np.array. So in bracket, so first square bracket, inside that one more bracket. So I want to create 5 by 5, let's say first row, bracket for second row, for third row, then bracket for fourth row and fifth row. So let me add elements here. I will add 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma 3 comma 3. So 5 elements. Now 2 comma 2 comma 4 randomly number I am generating. So 5 numbers are there. Then third row, let's say 3 comma 8 comma 9 comma 7 comma 5. Here also 5 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7, and here minus 6 minus 9 8 2 3. So let me type C first. What is a C? So this is 5 by 5 matrix. So let's say I want to get only first two rows and first two columns. So how can I do that? So C of, for that, from row number 0 to row number first two row. So 0th row, first row. So 0 to 2. So because it will not consider last digit, and comma and first two column 0 to 2, and let me run. So it is giving me first two row and first two column. So this way you can get particular number of rows and particular number of columns. So let me add one more 3, and let's say if you want to get 1 to 3, 2 to let's say 5, and so it will return me this rows and this column. So you can experiment. How can you perfect, or how can you practice it? You randomly choose such a array and first do it on paper. What should calculate it? What numbers it should return me, and then check in here Python. So this way you can make more and more perfection, right? So now I will show you one more feature. Let's say I am creating one X matrix called np dot zeros, and let's say I want to size 5 comma 5, and here I will print X. So 5 is not a data type, so here you have to add square bracket. So basically what is it returning me? X is a matrix of size 5 comma 5, or it is array of size 5 by 5, 5 rows 5 columns, and it is filled with zeros. So all the elements are the zero. So sometimes it is required for us first create a empty arrays or empty matrices filled with some random number or 0 or 1, and then add some element to it. Let's say I want to add some number at this position. Let's say I want to replace this 0 X of, this is the row with index 1. So index 1 row, and column number, let's say it is a 0 1 2. So column 2. So that element I want to replace with minus 5, and now print X. So it is replaced with this number, this element. So this way you can use such a matrices and then replace these original elements with new elements. So these are the helpful in a calculation like finite element analysis, that we will see the application in our different programs. And there is also one similar arrangement. Let's say np dot once in round bracket 5 comma 5, let's say, and what is a d, let's say print d. So here zeros will give me all the element with 0, and ones will give me all the element with 1. And same way you can replace some number here. Let's say here we will use d. Let's say here it is a d of, let's say 3 comma 3, it is with 80. And what is a d, let's say. So now it is replaced. So this is one useful feature in the uh, NumPy libraries. So for this lecture, it is up to this. Next lecture, I will cover some functions called linspace and arrange.